Welcome, my friends, to another beginner's guide. Or maybe not even beginners, just a guide. Because a lot of people ask me in the comments to show my talent tree. And how do you build the most efficient talent tree. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna reset my talents. Just so we can build the whole talent tree from the scratch right now. So we have 100 talent points. Well, technically we're supposed to have 102. Wait, what happened? That's really weird. We're 2 talent points short, but it's even better. If you have 102, you can throw 2 additional points to somewhere. I feel like they fixed it, so now when you start a new account, you're gonna get 100 points because you don't get 2 from this. Or do you? I don't know. The point is, we have 100 talent points and we're gonna find the best talent tree. So, first of all, a disclaimer. It's not one all be all guide. It doesn't mean you have to copy it exactly. It's just my opinion. It's just the talent tree that's gonna be the most impactful on your game for any team you play. There is certain characters that can benefit from certain points in the talent tree, but the way I build my talent tree, I play a lot of different teams, so I want every single team to get as much benefit from a talent tree as possible. So we're gonna build the most universal talent tree that's gonna be the most impactful for any team you play. And the way to do it is it's something that most people don't realize you can do, and it's skip some nodes. Because there are a few nodes, there's just a few nodes in this game that are super impactful, which are, in support, we have weak point attacks, absolutely insane, one of the best, if not the best, nodes in this entire talent tree is weak point attacks. Power drain has 20% chance to snare, considering how much power drain is in this game. Considering there are, if you put the Blazes Life Force, you're gonna power drain people on the start. Wait, is it Blazes or Devastate? One of the, I think it's Blazes Life Force. You power drain people on the start, and you have a 20% chance to snare them. And 20% is just the base. It's gonna get higher when you upgrade this node. So, in my opinion, this is the best node in the support tree. Definitely, you don't need this. Reflect, 10% chance to reflect special attack damage when blocking. Honestly, I don't feel like this is gonna be very much of a help. But weak points attacks are absolutely crazy. Now, then, 2 more of the best nodes in this talent tree are gonna be Revenant. This thing is a game changer. Honestly, being able not to die and get some invulnerability, it's changed outcomes of battles so many times for me, and I'm sure it changed it for so many other people. So, Revenant is just absolutely crazy. You have to get it. Also, Shinnok's teaching as a bone shield. After taking damage from special attack to get a bone shield, again, extremely game changing. So, as you see, those 2 are in the very end of the defense tree. So it's pretty obvious that my recommendation is going to be start with defense. And now, if you were to drop 5 points in every single skill on the way to the Shinnok's teaching and Revenant, you would not be able to do much else. Remember, talent tree has only few very impactful things. The other things are nice to have, but not absolutely necessary. So the way I do it, I just drop 1 single point in the skills on the way to the most impactful skill. So let's go through the defense tree and let's see which points, where should I drop my points. So, health boost. Take 4% less base damage or 10% recovery boost. The recovery is really underwhelming in this game. I wouldn't go for it. So we have a choice between 5% health boost and 4% less basic attack damage. Now, this honestly is not even a question. Like, maybe I'm missing something, but I feel like taking 4% less basic damage is basically like increasing your health by 4% if you take 4% less damage, right? It feels like, unless I'm missing something, and it's also only from basic attacks, so if you hit with special attacks, this is not even gonna trigger, but 5% health is gonna make you survive If somebody does 5% more damage, you'll be able to survive it by having 5% more health. I mean, there is also defense involved, I understand that, but I feel like 5% health is going to be more utility, especially it's going to protect you from special attacks, it's going to give you some extra edge. I would go for a 5% health boost, so let's do it. Let's get 1 point. And let's move to the next node. That's what we do. We don't spend it on this because this is not really that impactful. So we're gonna add 5 points here and move to the next tier. Now here we have... Almost sneezed.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have here Warlock spells, Life Drain and Regeneration Boost. Again, ask yourself, how many characters in this game have Life Drain and Regeneration? Not many, so skip on that. Defender's Bulwark, chance to reflect 50% damage of each hit while stunned. Again, not getting stunned that often in this game, especially if you block those stun attacks. Now, Reaver's Armor, 3% less basic attack damage in Faction Wars. Honestly, not the greatest, but compared to all others, I feel like it has the most utility. So we're gonna acquire 1 point of it, because again, not super impactful. Let's add 5 more points and move to the next tier. I feel it's messed up. I feel like you should be able to move to the next tier without adding any points. It's just stupid. I hope they change it at some point in the future. So here we have Ani's Blood. Block basic attack, deal 10% less damage. Not bad, because we always need to block. So that sounds like a good one. Block special attacks, deal 12% less damage. And 4% chance to reflect 100% from unblockable attacks. Not that great. Unblockable attacks, unfortunately, not very often in this game. So this takes, if you block, you take 10% less damage. So technically, you basically, when you block, you already mitigate some damage. So you can basically say, take maybe like 5% less damage if you consider that block already mitigates 50% of the damage. When shotgun dominance, you just take 12% less damage from special attacks, which already do more damage. So I feel like this 20% less is gonna be more. Because I feel like you're definitely getting more damage from special attacks than you're getting from basic attacks in this game. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go for special attacks. Okay, Shogun Dominance right here. Next tier, please. What do we get? OII Tech. Let's see what this does. Minus 20% power drain from your characters. Now, it's pretty good, not gonna lie. Let's see what else we have. Purposeful shield break resistance, not that important. If you take critical damage, gain 10% of the damage as power. Again, there is a lot of power generating gear and ability to do special attacks. 10% more often is like, that's not gonna make that much of a difference. But I feel like having less power drain, because power drain cannot be blocked, even if you block power, and there is a lot of power drain. So I'm gonna go for OII Tech. Alright. And as you see, the first one is always the most impactful. The next one, you spend 1 talent point, you get 20%. And then for extra talent point, you get 5 more %. So this strategy is the best strategy for talent trees. Just use first node of not important nodes. Let's add 5 more. We're spending them like crazy. Alright, let's see what's next. We are very close to Revenant and Shinnok's teaching. Let's see, Red Dragon training, stun and power drain resistance would be good. Power drain, oh wait, wrong one. Cyberlink Way programming. Incoming dots have 30% decreased duration. No, it says dots, so basically any dot. And there's a lot of dots in this game. 10% chance to rinse dots on special attack use. Now, let's see, 10% chance on special attack use. So not gonna happen often at all. But for this one, 30% decreased duration means you basically, it's like 30% chance to rinse it, because 1 out of 3 times it's basically you're not gonna take any damage. It feels like this is a winner. We're gonna go for Cyberlink Way programming. Wait, what was Red Dragon training? This is also good, but not as good. I feel like this one is better. But again, these first nodes, guys, just go and pick whatever you like. Those are not really that impactful. Now we're moving to impactful territory. We're gonna get Revenant here, but let's read what else we have, just so we know it's the best. On player's death, 4% chance to deal 20% of the opponent's current health and cause stun. Not bad, but I feel like if you survive your death, you're gonna be much better off. You're gonna be able to do a lot of damage, regenerate, take outs, and regenerate. There is so much stuff you can do if you survive your death. To deal, wait, I already read this one. And the last one is gonna be, every time a teammate is defeated, each surviving opponent loses 10% of their current power. Absolute garbage, not even... So this one, 10% chance to be reduced. We want this to get as high as possible. This one is a very impactful one, so I'm gonna drop full 5 points into this. We're gonna get it to 30% and 5 seconds of invulnerability. Alright, and now let's move to the last node, which is gonna be Shinnok's teaching. Bone Shield. So the last one is Shaolin last 10. When you only have one character alive, immediately gain 1 bar of power and 55% chance of unblockable attacks. Not really that useful in my experience. I used to run it instead of Shinnok's teaching, and it's just not consistent. When you're already down to one character, I feel like you're already very close to losing. So being able to mitigate damage throughout the battle that Shinnok's teaching lets you do is way more important. Let's max it out. It's pretty decent chance, 20% chance, pretty decent. Alright, we're done with defense. Now, you have a choice here. It's actually... I can't recommend to go for support or offense, but I feel like you probably gonna be better off with support, because damage, there is a lot of ways to deal a lot of damage. There is a lot of characters that already do insane damage on their special attacks, especially diamonds like Freddy, Jason, Jade. They do enough damage, but to make sure they survive, that's more important. So I'm gonna go with support. And I'm just gonna go enough to get weak point attacks, and then I'm gonna bail. So we're gonna go for Horse Stance. Power generation for inactive characters. Not bad. Power generation is very good. Power is everything in this game. 4% resistance to all debuffs. Stun now has 10%. Stun is not very often, so I don't know, first two, I feel they're equally good. But 2%, you're probably not even gonna notice it, so I'm gonna go with Hawk Stance. Because at least this, if it procs, you're gonna notice it. Alright. One node, and let's move to the next one. Teamwork. What does this do? 2% power spent on specials and extra fatal blow attacks is refunded to each inactive teammate. Okay. Teammates who take in gain 4% increased power generation for 10 seconds. Now this is good, I like it. Unblockable attacks generate 1% more power, absolute garbage. It doesn't say unblocked, it said unblockable, which are like only a couple in the game. So I feel like Spec Ops Tactics is pretty good. You gain more power generation. Power is everything in this game, and 4% is better than 2%. Alright, let's do it. Let's go for next one. 1. No, wait, 5. And also you get bonuses, like, it's pretty good. See, you get bonus for adding points. Increasing your recovery. In defense, I think you're increasing your health, right? Doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it increases your health once you progress through tiers. Again, health is more important than attack, because attack is already plenty in this game. Support, okay, so let's see what we have here. Melina's Hunger. Special attacks damage increased by 3%. Suffering from bleed, again, very, very specific. Not gonna be useful most of the time. Against poison and against fire. Now, honestly, I feel like let's ask yourselves. That's gonna be specific for every single person. If you have a lot of poison characters or a lot of fire characters, I feel like it's gonna be more impactful. But honestly, I feel like fire is gonna be better, because we have Blaze's Life Force that can apply fire in the start. We do have stuff that can apply bleed on the start, but I feel like Blaze's Life Force is just better piece of gear overall, and almost everybody has it and use it. So I feel like fire is gonna be a little bit more impactful than others. But again, 3%, not gonna see much difference at all. Let's increase my recovery even more. Beautiful. We're very close to weak points attacks. Let's see. Your special 1 costs 3% less power. Not gonna make much impact. Every 750 points of toughness reduces critical that's like absolutely nothing, because toughness is just not very high in most of the characters. 4% damage boost against resurrected enemies. Again, not really good. How often do you resurrect enemies, right? So I guess we're gonna go with this one, because at least it's gonna, again, power. Power is everything. Again, it doesn't really matter which one you choose here. And now we're at weak point attacks. Let's see what else we have. Maybe there is something better than weak points attacks, which I really don't think so. Conditioning. Your special 2 costs 4% less power. Again, not very impactful. Costs 10% less power, so you can do it a little bit later. I honestly don't recommend doing X-rays or fatal blows at all. Just always go with special 2s. They do more damage and more consistent, especially if you have Soul Medallion and Saddle Tattoo. You can get so much more value out of doing special 2s. So we're gonna go for weak point attacks because it's absolutely insane node in the talent tree. And now we are left with 26 points to spare. Let's see if there's anything else in support tree that's worth investing in. Basic attack damage, no, not good. No. No. After it's not terrible, but is it worth it? This is not bad. 10% chance though. Yeah, I feel like I wanna dip into offense tree a little bit. So we got the best points. Now let's see if there's anything good within first few nodes of offense tree. I feel like precision. Combo ender chance is pretty good because there's a lot of mechanics on the combo enders. A lot of characters have some bonuses on combo enders, and MK11 characters can have crushing blows and combo enders, which is also very important. I feel like combo enders also deal more damage, so if you have high attack, you're gonna do even more attack. So I think it's a good one to go for. And also rapid response, special attack damage boost. Now, honestly, I'm a huge fan of special 2s. To be honest, most of the characters, I feel like 75% of the characters have better special 2s than special 1s. So, and since we upgraded our power in the previous ones quite a lot, I think I'm gonna increase my special 2 damage. So let's get these 2 nodes. We have enough points. Blocked attacks 2% more damage. Basic attack damage boost. Toughness, not important. So Lion Stance, I feel like it's gonna be better. This is basically guaranteed damage boost for basic attack. Again, not gonna make much difference at all. But you don't want to attack them when they block. But then if they block your special attacks, but again, you never want your special attacks to be blocked. Always do them when they're unblocked. So I'm gonna go for basic damage boost. Okay, so here let's see if there's anything good. Let's add 5 points. So here I feel like it's perfectly balanced, so you can get next 2 nodes maxed out. Or you could go 2 more nodes ahead. Let's see if there is anything good in node 4 to max out. Bleed damage boost, nah. I mean, this can be impactful. If fire would damage you 12% more, it would be very impactful for challenges, for defeating bosses in the challenges. But there is one slight catch. You always have some requirement against challenge bosses, so you never know which characters you will actually be using. So it's impossible to guess which one you will need more, fire, poison, or bleed. So honestly, it's just such a gamble that it's not even worth going for. So I'm just gonna max out my precision. Stand or frozen, no. 20% bonus to their results. Yeah, if you suck at minigames, you should probably get this one. I'm pretty good at minigames, but not that great. But I feel like combo ender chance is gonna be more important because there is, you can always get 100% on special attacks on mini games, but this one is just an additional combo ender chance, which is big. It's pretty big. And let's add our last row. We lost 5 more points, so we have 5 points left. Wait, we have 10 points left. Really? Okay. So we're gonna go with rapid response for... Wait, no. I'm gonna go with... You can go for whichever you like. If you're using a lot of characters, that depends on your playstyle. If you use special ones a lot, go for first one. If you use special 2s a lot, go for second one. I use special 2s a lot, so I'm gonna go for second one. And now you're gonna be left with some points. There's literally no points to add them to advance to the next tier. So you can just you would have 5 or 7. Honestly, if you have 7, maybe it makes sense to go to the next node. But again, it's impossible to know which ones you're gonna need, and it only makes much difference in boss battles. In other battles, it just doesn't matter that much. So we're just gonna go back to defense or support and just drop these 5 points into some skill that I think is decent. Let's see, blocked special attacks. No, this, again, see improvement, 2% for 1 talent point. It's just not worth it. Now this, see, this improvement increases it twice. So I feel it's very important to know what to upgrade to get the most out of you, out of your points. 10% max health boost. So basically, it's gonna boost my. It's like using a piece of gear on all my characters. So I'm gonna boost their health because it's very impactful. Now, every point brings me 5% health boost. So I'm just gonna drop everything in here and get myself to 25% max health boost. And I have 1 extra point. What do I want to do with it? Let's see. Resistance to debuffs is pretty good, so I'm gonna drop it here to get some extra chance to resist debuffs. If you have 2 more points, you can drop it to the same skill as well. So here we go. Here is my talent tree, just showing it once again. This is how I build it. You don't have to do it the same way. You can build it any way you want. Now I'm kind of regretting going with this precision. I'm not sure what's going to be more impactful. Combo enters increased 30% chance. It's pretty good. Yeah, I have no regrets. This is my talent tree. You guys been asking me. I gave you my talent tree. If you agree or disagree, leave a comment to let me know. And let me know what you would change in my talent tree. And I hope I helped some beginner people who just started playing the game. And if you want to say thank you guys, go check out the giveaways website. The code for today is TALENT. Use the code TALENT for 300 star coins. You can open packs, enter giveaways, do a lot of fun stuff, suggest teams on the website, and subscribe. I always want more subscribers so I can share my experience in this game with more viewers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.